The origins of this complex conflict can be understood through the story of one man, M23 leader Sultani Makenga, who is subject of various war crimes allegations. He is sanctioned by the US of using child soldiers, which he has denied. The UN has accused him of being responsible for sexual violence. To go back through Makenga's life so far is to look into decades of warfare, intermittent foreign intervention, and the persistent lure of DR Congo's rich mineral resources. His life began on Christmas Day in 1973 when he was born in the lush Congolese town of Masisi. Raised by parents of the Tutsi ethnic group, Makenga quit school at the age of 17 to join a Tutsi rebel outfit across the border in Rwanda. This group, named the Rwanda Patriotic Front (RPF), were demanding greater Tutsi representation in Rwanda's government, which at the time was dominated by politicians from the Hutu majority. They also wanted the hundreds and thousands of Tutsi refugees who had been forced from the country by ethnic violence to be able to return home. For 4 years, Makenga and the RPF fought the Hutu-dominated army in Rwanda. Their battle was a mess with the 1994 genocide when Hutu extremists killed 800,000 Tutsis and moderate Hutus. When looking back at this time in a rare 2013 interview, Makenga stated, "My life is war, my education is war, and my language is war, but I do respect peace." The RPF gradually seized more and more land before marching into Rwanda's capital Kigali, overwhelming the extremist Hutu government, many of whom fled into what is now DR Congo. So if they are meant to understand that this man's life, education, everything about him is about war, what is African Union doing about it? What is the so-called people that so cared about Congo doing about it? The answer is no, they are doing nothing. And if you watch, for years Rwanda has been intervening in Democratic Republic of Congo without no sanctions, without no penalties, without African Union calling Paul Kagame and Rwanda to order. And this is a long consequences. What we are seeing in Congo now is a long consequences of when things are reoccurring and people are not being held accountable for their actions or for their deeds. After a long lingering while, the consequences will now become heavy. As a result, Rwanda invaded DR Congo in 1998. When Makenga was released from prison, he was appointed to serve as a commander in the front line with a Rwanda-backed rebel group. So you see, it's not today that Rwanda has started intervening in Democratic Republic of Congo. And rumor has it that Rwanda want to have access to the minerals of Congo. And if you look at it clearly, there is some evidence of truth in this rumor, because if not, why is M23 always seizing towns that are richly endowed with minerals or have heavy deposits of minerals? So the earlier African Union called Rwanda to order, bring Congo and this M23 to negotiations, the better for everybody, because if not, this might blow it up into regional war and the consequences will be heavier than it is already now.